Ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, we're back in studio. It's episode 64 of season 2 of the Daily Intermission podcast. My name is Greg. I am joined, as always, by Nathan Brown. How are we doing today?
We're doing fantastic. Have you seen Woodstock 99?
Woodstock 99, is that a flick on Netflix?
Yeah, it's a limited series.
Okay, I haven't seen that, but there's some gruesome stuff that's going on there, isn't there?
You got to check it out, man. It's absolute borderline treason.
I'll take a peek at it.
It's crazy.
Okay. Obviously this was a concert.
Yeah. They try to replicate the original Woodstock.
Yeah.
Which I believe was in 69.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's pretty much Armageddon, man.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'll take a peek at that.
It's crazy.
I'm always a sucker for a documentary, but I will say that this pregame show is brought to you by Manscaped, the best tools for your family jewels worldwide. The most users get this men's grooming kit, I'm telling you right now, is top of the line. If you use the code TDI at manscaped.com, you get 20% off, free shipping. I mean, this stuff is great stuff. We talk about it all the time. I mean, the variety of products you can get is fantastic. And so go check out manscaped.com.
Nose trimmer, ball butter, ball preserver.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know how, preserving.
Yeah.
You gotta preserve.
No, yeah, well, exactly, yeah.
You gotta do that. So
it's fantastic stuff. So make sure you get over there and use the code TDI. But continue on the pregame show. You're on a bit of a heater right now on the golf course. We went out. I know you had an 80 last men's night, which is solid stuff. And then we went out and you played well on during our one-hole challenges.
Yeah, my irons are just absolute fire wagons right now. They might be my fire wagon of the week.
Okay.
They're just, I don't know. I'm just hitting them well, I guess. My driver's going okay. It's not going high or anything, but it's going down the pipe.
Finding the fairway.
Yeah, finding the fairway. And then I got my, as long as I'm 150 out, I seem to be laughing here.
Yeah, for sure. So. No, that's fantastic news, and no, it's been a good summer on the golf course. I mean, we reflect back into May when we were oh man, it's been a bit of a struggle, and we may not be finding our games, and no, it's ended up being a good summer on the golf course. So we've got a huge event around the corner. We're going to end up vlogging the whole thing. We are heading to PEI on the 6th of September for the Atlantic Championships in the RBC Canadian Scramble. So if we end up winning that event, we will go to Cabot for the national event. At Cabot Links and Cabot Cliffs, which is just going to be outrageously fun. So we'll document that. It's a 5-man scramble. It's our 4-man plus the head pro of our golf course. So I'm feeling pretty good. I like our chances there. But we'll continue to preview that as we get closer to that event. Nate, some other news. Andrew Tate and Jake Paul. So Andrew Tate posted a photo this week on his Instagram page with Jake Paul's manager. And I think that it's smart for both parties to set up this fight. I mean, I think the business would be booming. I'd want to watch this fight. And it looks like they're going to fight it sometime in the near future.
I mean, this is one of the Paul ones I'm actually going to tune into.
For sure.
I can't remember. What was the one where he... the only other one I watched was the one where... who was the guy? His name has evaded me.
Nate Robinson?
No.
Tyron Woodley.
Remember the guy showed up and he's the meme.
Oh,
he was
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren, yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's the one I watched.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
Yeah, it was outrageous, dude.
Yeah,
he showed up like he just ate in 15 Hot Pockets.
Oh, man.
Standing at the edge of the bed, all the memes.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
And then there's those memes where they just go flying through galaxy after galaxy. Yes, you know what I mean? In the ocean, they just go...
I was always losing at the memes, though. It's the girl spends 15 or $100 on lingerie for a guy to stand at the end of the bed like this, and it was Askren.
Oh no!
Oh, hilarious.
Man. So yeah, he got roughed up, but that should be an exciting fight, man. And we're looking forward to seeing what transpires there from the Tate brothers and the Paul brothers. But Nate, it's been a quick pregame show because we've got a lot to get into. It's been a content-filled week. We're moving into quarter one, and it's going to be the MLB. We got quarter two NFL. We got the halftime show. What jersey number do they wear in quarter three? We'll talk about the golf world, the PGA Tour. And in quarter four, we'll bring it home with a little bit of basketball news and a little bit of NHL news. But Nate, staying in quarter one, MLB, the Toronto Blue Jays, the team that dominates the country of Canada, have been struggling. They've been on a brutal run, man, and it's been a tough scene, man. This UC Kikuchi guy, who they signed to a 3-year, $36 million deal, is an absolute muffin show. He gets battered and bruised, man. It's like home run after home run, man. He can't get out of the first few innings. He's been a brutal pitcher this season. You got Jose Barrios, who they signed to a 7-year deal, like $150 million, has been struggling. The only two guys who have been okay have been Gausman and Manoah, and as of late, they've been struggling. So the Jays have been awful, and I mean, it's been tough times in Toronto.
Yeah, it seems like it's been so up and down for them this year. It seems like they have a little bit of a hot stretch. They have another little down stretch. Like, there's not really a whole lot of consistency. It's either they're doing kind of poorly or they're doing kind of well. Mostly poorly, it seems like, this year. And even, like, the Rays, too, they're kind of in the same boat, I feel like. I feel like the Rays are, like, at one point I'd look at them, I'd be like, okay, the Rays are out of it. And then now they're just, like, ahead of the Blue Jays again.
Yeah, it's
super bizarre.
I mean, I just reflect on to Russell Dorsey and all of the analysts preseason. I mean, the Blue Jays were picked to be a World Series winner or a heavy World Series contender. I mean, we had Russell Dorsey on the Bally Sports MLB Insider, and he was like, "I love the Blue Jays roster. I think these guys are going to win a big run." I mean, it's been a disappointment in terms of the 110 games that they've played this season. And it's mainly due to the pitching and the bullpen. I mean, they didn't address much of the starting pitching at the deadline, and I mean, you lose Ryu for the rest of the season, and he's getting paid $80 million. Kikuchi, who's getting paid $36 million, is awful. And they just haven't had consistency from Gausman and Barrios. It's been the Alek Manoah show, and when he's not playing well, they're not playing well.
Yeah, it's also crazy to think, like, we've been talking about the Red Sox and how bad they've been.
Yeah,
and the Jays are only 4 games up on them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be... I mean, and it's still early in the year. Like, if they say they get hot at the right time, like I look back to the Nationals run, they get hot at like the end of August.
Yep.
Rolled through. But we'll see. Yeah, it has definitely been a disappointment. I was expecting this team to be more Yankee caliber, how they've been this year, record-wise.
Yeah, and the Yankees, the team that we thought might win 120 games this season, have been terrible as of late.
Yes,
I mean, this team has been struggling as well. I mean, there's only really one team in the AL East that has been strong, and it's been consistent. It's been the Baltimore Orioles, surprisingly. So, yeah, I mean, I think that these teams are just in a slump, and it's not a bad time to slump, like you said, Nate. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the Jays can do. I mean, they need some more consistency from their pen and their starting pitching. But the AL East has been full of content, and the Blue Jays have been struggling. But Rodolfo Castro, Nate, the individual who got called up for the Pittsburgh Pirates last week and was rounding second and slid into third, and his iPhone 13 fell out of his pocket, has been suspended for 1 game. And I don't really know what scenario. Like, what was he doing with his phone in his pocket, man?
The suspension is because of the phone?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I get. So are they, like, kind of incorporating that to, like, cheating? Or you just can't.
I think it's just misconduct of equipment. Like,
it could be just injury. I guess so.
Protocol. Like, it's just like you just can't have your cell phone in your pocket.
Firing off a B-reel on whole one.
Yeah, he was
first base.
He was on an Instagram live, rounding the bases.
Yeah,
it was actually.
Imagine him just like running between first and second. He's just like, yeah, my favorite color is blue. Just answering questions,
just chatting on his phone. It was one of the more outrageous things that's happened in the MLB in the last few weeks. But yes, he did get suspended. Nate, the Texas Rangers have fired their GM and president of baseball operations, so it looks like they're cleaning house. I mean, they brought in Marcus Semien on a huge deal this offseason. They also brought in Seager, I do believe. So, I mean, they brought in some big guns, and obviously they're not happy with how their season's going, as they shouldn't be, and they fired their GM and president of operations, so they're cleaning house there in Texas. We'll see what happens. I mean, they haven't been too relevant. I mean, for a little while. I remember the Teixeira days and the days back in the early mid-2000s, but
Teixeira.
Yeah, he was a hammer.
Oh, man. Got absolutely vacuumed by the Yanks.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But, the Rangers cleaning house. A nice story last night in the MLB. The New York Mets called up youngster Brett Baty, and in his first at-bat, hits a 2-run dinger. His family's in the crowd. I mean, that's a special moment for Brett Baty to absolutely blow one out of the park in his first at-bat.
Can't draw it up any better than that, can you?
No.
That is just childhood dreams.
Yes, right there. It is. It is. So, Brett Baty, man, absolutely electric stuff, dude. Hitting the 2-run home run in front of the fam and your first game. So hopefully the Mets keep you around for a bit, buddy. Joey Votto is having season-ending shoulder surgery. It's going to be interesting to see what the rest of Joey Votto's career looks like. Is he going to come back? Does he have another season in him? He's probably going to go down as the greatest Canadian baseball player of all time. I don't know about Hall of Fame. We'll see, but certainly has had a career that we will acknowledge and won't quickly forget about in Canada.
Even if he does get in, they'll be running the steroid screening on him immediately after, so
yes,
he'll probably get booted. But yeah, I would say he's probably the best. Like who? Jason Bay.
Larry Walker
Jason Bay?
would be the guy that holds that crown right now. Jason Bay, yeah.
Jason Bay, what a guy.
Yeah, and Justin Morneau.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's been some good Canadians, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
But no body.
Who was the Matt Stairs from Fredericton?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Matt Stairs. And then Eric Gagne, pitcher.
Yeah.
So there's been some good Canadians sprinkled throughout the recent history in the MLB, but I think nobody tops what Joey Votto's done with the MVP season and typically in the top 10 in MVP voting in the NL. But we're going to continue to watch these wildcard races, and we'll continue to bring you the latest news in the MLB. But the marathon continues with about 50, 60 games left in the season. Nate, we're going to move into quarter two, and we got a little NFL chatter to come at you. And we're starting off not in the NFL. We're starting off in the minor league football. And we all remember Aqib Talib, an absolute legendary corner who played for the Patriots and the Broncos. He was an absolute mouthpiece. He was a shutdown guy. He was a great corner. So he was at a youth football game with his brother. His brother was coaching this youth football game, and I guess there was a confrontation between the two youth football coaches, one being Aqib Talib's brother. He ended up whipping out a handgun and shooting and killing the other youth football coach. An awful situation, absolutely terrible situation in youth football. I'm not sure what state this happened in, but Aqib Talib's brother looks like he's going to be going away for a long time.
Man, crazy. Some of the stuff that happens in minor sports is just like how does it get so heated that you whip out a weapon and shoot a guy? It's absolutely asinine, man.
Yeah, Yeah, it's just something out of it's a horror movie is what it is. I mean, obviously you see confrontation all the time. I mean, I remember growing up in the minor leagues and coaches go at it, refs go at it with the coaches, and coaches go at it mostly. I mean, whether there's a dirty play or there's some coaching misconduct, whether it's like a beat down and you're still filling the net, like their coaches do go at it. But I mean, it never ends in a shooting. Not that I've ever heard of. And so this is, obviously making its rounds in the news and due to the fact that it's a potential Hall of Fame quarterback's brother that's involved. So obviously awful news there with the Talibs, and we'll continue to monitor that situation. Aaron Rodgers came out this week, Nate, and said that he's very frustrated with his young receivers. Obviously last year he sat out and due to the fact that he was unhappy with the management and the moves that they've made, and obviously drafting Jordan Love with their first round pick and not taking a receiver. And now that Devontae Adams has asked for out, and Marquez Valdez Scantling has gone to the Chiefs. I mean, he's left with Alan Lazard and a bunch of young guys. So I guess he's not happy with the route running and the playbook memorization. So he's struggling right now in training camp.
Every week this guy comes out with something. It's like, I'm doing shrooms. I hate the ownership. I don't want to be here. Every single week, I swear to God, every single week we record a podcast, it's Aaron Rodgers. Something's going wrong.
For sure. So, I mean, I can definitely see why he's frustrated with his young receivers. But yeah, like you said, Nate, it seems like it's headline after headline, with this guy. But hopefully he can get those guys on the same page, because Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, and I'm sure that he can make a lot of these young guys, worthwhile. And we'll see. Maybe there's a few fantasy sleepers on the Green Bay Packers we'll be looking at. But Zach Wilson has had knee surgery and will be missing the remainder of the preseason. This guy can't catch a break, man. Whether it's nailing MILFs in the media and it's, having an awful rookie season with the Jets. I mean, playing in a huge market like New York, he's going to be in the spotlight with whatever he does. But, throwing a pick on 5 attempts in his first preseason game and having to go get knee surgery, very tough look for Mr. Zach Wilson.
So is he staying at the 2 to 4 week range here with this knee surgery? Or is it a little longer? Okay,
just a little scope, just a little tune up. Yeah, it was
too serious.
Yeah, it was a bruised MCL, I think, but I think it was just going in to clean up some stuff.
Okay, because I want this guy back for week 1.
Oh, yeah.
We need this guy.
Yeah.
He's a walking headline.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, like I said last time, I'm going to be watching this guy very closely this season.
Absolutely. He's filled with content, and I don't think the Jets are going to be very strong because they have also lost their number one offensive lineman, Mekhi Becton, top round pick from a few years ago, was done for the season with the knee injury. So he's going to be without his best protector on the O-line for the entire season. So it's getting ugly for the Jets pretty quick here.
Oh, man, I'm looking forward to this so much. He's going to get absolutely rampaged all year, isn't he?
Yeah, so I guess they do start the season against Baltimore. So we'll be taking Baltimore on the spread because that's going to be an absolute blowout. And Joe Flacco will be starting week 1 for the Jets. And we all know that Joey Flacco is pretty washed up.
Yeah, I would have guessed he was retired.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been a minute for old Flacco.
But need some QB drama out of the New York Giants end of things. Obviously, Daniel Dimes Jones has been the starter there for the last 3 seasons. But it looks like Tyrod Taylor's kind of on his heels. Tyrod, obviously a journeyman quarterback. Bills fans will know him quite closely. But yeah, I guess Tyrod's putting on a bit of a clinic in camp and is making a little push here and is making some decisions tough for new coach in the New York Giants world. So we'll see what happens there. I think Danny Dimes will end up winning the job, but I guess, yeah, Tyrod Taylor is turning some heads.
Good for Tyrod, though.
Yeah,
a little scan going on the guy. Nothing better than a good old quarterback battle going into week 1 in the NFL. You don't know who's going to start, but Tyrod Taylor.
Absolutely, man.
What a name, too. Tyrod.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, he's a good little quarterback, man, and he's definitely...
How old is he?
He's definitely serviceable.
Say we do guess the age right now.
I would say 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, holy smokes.
Yeah,
Let's go Tyrod.
Maybe a little younger, but I think, yeah, he's right around there. He's been a journeyman. He's played a lot in the NFL.
Pull it up quick. Just check.
But hey, we're going to start looking at some divisions. We're going to start in the AFC this week. We'll do 2 of the AFC, 2 of the 4 to the AFC of these next 2 episodes. We'll do the 4 to the NFC in the next following 2 episodes. But we're going to talk about the AFC North and the AFC East. And so we'll talk about where we think these teams are going to fall in their standings. We won't dive into their records because we won't dive into their full schedules. But just quickly, we'll look just the face value of the teams. So Nate, we'll look at the AFC North here. We've got the Ravens, Browns, Steelers, and Bengals. And I'm going to just come out and say this right off the get-go. I think the Bengals and Ravens will be the 2 top teams in this division.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. It might be kind of interesting though. This could be kind of up in the air, but I'm going to go with the Bengals. I'm on Joe Burrow winning it.
Yep.
I'm going with that. I say Ravens 2.
Okay.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, I'm not sold yet on who's going to be the top in that division. I think the Bengals, obviously, they've got the highest pedigree of players and certainly have the best offense. But
recency bias from the Super Bowl, perhaps.
Definitely, yeah. But I do like the Ravens team, and they definitely bring a unique component on the offensive side of the ball. And I think they've got a gritty defense as they always do. So I think those 2 teams. Yeah, I'll go Bengals 1 as well. Ravens 2. This is where it gets a little interesting. Is the Steelers and Browns because both have some QB issues and both have some pretty strong rosters outside of the offensive, key components with good defenses and. Yeah, I mean, this division's really good, man. I do like the AFC North as I'm looking at it.
I feel like it could also flip, and you never know what could happen here.
Exactly.
It is a tight one. I'd prefer to see the Browns finish 3rd. I think.
Yep.
Rather than the Steelers, but that's just I'm not a big Pittsburgh guy in any fashion.
Okay.
No, big Washington guy. So, but yeah, I'm going Browns.
Okay.
I'm going Browns 3, Steelers 4.
Okay. I'll flip-flop that. I think I'm going to go with the Steelers 3 and the Browns 4, just because I think that Deshaun Watson's going to end up getting an 8 to 10 game suspension. So I'm not sure who's going to be at the quarterback position for the Browns for the first 8 to 10 weeks. Obviously, their defense there is fantastic, but the Steelers also, we don't really know who's going to be at the quarterback position. I mean, there's a lot of Trubisky love. I mean, Kenny Pickett looked good off the get-go, and then Mason Rudolph obviously is the most experienced in that offense, being there the last 3 years.
That's crazy to get kind of a
3-headed competition going. So it sounds like we're going Bengals, Ravens, and then Browns, Steelers flip-flop.
Yeah,
but it's going to be interesting to see. Nate, we'll move into the AFC East. We've got the Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, and Jets. I think we'll just cement the Jets in at last place in this division.
Yes.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
For sure.
Zachy Wilson and the boys. I got Bills 1.
I've got 100%. The Bills winning this division as well. I'm really excited for that game in 3 weeks from today. We got the Bills going into the Rams, and the Bills are 2.5 favorites right now.
Yeah.
So that kind of tells you about what the expectations are for the Buffalo Bills this season. A lot of pressure. But I do think the Bills will win this division. I think they've clearly got the best quarterback, clearly they've got the best offense, and I think they probably have the best defense as well. They've got a lot of vets on that defense with Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer and Terrell Edmonds, and obviously bringing in Von Miller. I mean, they've got a solid defense as well. But I'm looking at the Patriots, and I'm picking the Patriots at 2. I've been following their training camp closely. Their defense has been great. Christian Braymore has come on and been an absolute issue. Matthew Judon with 10.5 sacks last year. Just as long as their secondary holds up, I think the Patriots defense and the Mac Jones second year, another year older, another year poised, I think the Patriots are going to be a better team than the Dolphins. And I got the Dolphins in at 3. So I'll go Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets.
I'm going to agree with you. I was leaning Dolphins. You know, we got Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
They're going to be a good squad. I was just thinking, like, you exactly what you said. You got Mac Jones coming in, another year experience.
Yep.
And it's not like he was, like, terrible last year. He was pretty solid.
Oh, yeah.
So I expect him to be better this year. So I'm in the same boat as you. And then I guess that, obviously, as we said, the Jets are going to be 4th.
Yep. All right. Well, those are 2 previews. With the AFC North, AFC East, we'll get the South and West coming next episode. But, Nate, we're moving into the halftime show.
Yeah.
And this halftime show, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by Shady Rays. Shady Rays is an absolute electric factory of sunglasses. They are just an incredible sunglasses manufacturer, and they've got the best return policy in the league. You can use the code TDI50 on ShadyRays.com for 50% off 2 pairs of sunglasses. If you break them, lose them, they'll send you a new pair. Go check out Shady Rays. It's an amazing, Nate and I were wrapping them at the barbecue this weekend looking like absolute swag wagons.
Well, I had somebody trying to take mine saying they were his Ray-Bans.
That's very
and
true.
I said, well, no, they're not. Those are my Shady Rays.
We actually had to clarify with the logo.
It was a bit of, a bit of a bloodbath.
It was.
I was like, give me back my Shady Rays.
It doesn't help that guy was absolutely out of it.
Yeah, that's fact. Yeah. But, I was like, give me back the Shady Rays. I don't want your damn Ray-Bans.
Yep.
50% off. And as you said, too, about the best return policy, what you said, lost or broken.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
They'll fire you a new pair. Shady Rays, baby.
Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. But, Nate, we're moving into the halftime show.
Guess the age. We're looking for 3.
Guess the number.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guess
the age.
Yeah. Guess their jersey number.
Yes.
All right. You want me to start off?
Sure.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is 10?
17.
Oh, boy. Well, it's unfortunate. Mason McTavish.
23.
That's correct.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence is, he's single digits.
Nope.
He's not.
Nope.
Oh, boy. Jeez. It's been a minute since I've looked at
I know. It's always second year. And how many Jaguars games do you really
I might have caught one for the OT game last year. I'm going to go with, I it's one of these ones I can picture it, but I just like, oh, man, Trevor Lawrence, give me 17.
16.
See, I still looking at him, I can't picture.
See, I wouldn't have got Trevor Lawrence either. I didn't know he was 16.
Zach LaVine.
Is Zach LaVine 11?
He's 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to swear. Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, 23, right?
26. Nice try.
Damn it, man. My boy Bogdan Bogdanovic. Bogdan, whatever everybody says. I'm probably getting chirped for mispronouncing.
Is he 26?
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesper Bratt.
63.
Boom.
Paul George.
13.
Bang.
Alex Edler.
Oh, that's a sneaky one too. Jeez, I feel like he's actually kind of higher than I think, but I'm not gonna get this. He might be like, is he like 2?
He's 2.
He is 2.
Yep.
Okay, man, I was thinking like 55 about to start. Anthony Sorelli.
This is a good one here. I was gonna say 79, but that's Colton. Yeah. Is he 71?
He is.
Okay.
Good recovery there.
Justin Verlander.
He's 36.
He's 35.
Jesus, man.
That's a good look, though.
That's horseradish. Robin expected to miss the entire season.
Robin Leonard. Does he wear 40?
90.
90.
Yeah, that's a sneaky one. What a dumb number for a goalie. He's a Darren Poopa vibe.
He's a clown, man.
Yeah.
Jacob DeGrom.
56?
48.
Oh, man. Was I picking 56? That's Scherzer? No.
Who is 56?
Who's 56 on the Mets? Alonso's, what, 28? Anyway, forget it. This is like if we're going to do it the opposite way. We're going to have no shot. Joe Mixon.
Oh, Joey Mixon wears 28?
Yep. Nice.
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, man. Is he 11?
45.
Oh
I thought that was pretty greasy.
I thought it was 11 or 17. I had no shot. Devontae Adams.
He wears 17.
He does.
Cat. Karl Anthony Towns.
Is he number 1?
Oh, good guess. 32. But there's I think Anthony Edwards wears one on.
Yeah, that's what it was. But for some reason, I thought I gave Anthony Edwards and he was actually 22.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he does.
So then I was thinking
maybe it's D'Angelo Russell. I'm not sure who wears one.
Who knows? Drew Lock.
Does he wear 3?
2.
Trae Young.
Trae Young. Oh, man. He's 11?
Yep.
Yeah. Yordan Alvarez. Baseball ones are so hard, man.
I know. Is he 25?
44.
Oh, wow.
Who is possibly calling me
I'll
from
never
Los
forget
Angeles,
that.
California right now?
Who knows?
Not I.
We got to call her?
Yeah.
We got to call her on line 1.
Yeah. How we doing?
Yeah.
All right, so that's it.
The halftime show.
I think you won.
Yeah,
It was got like 4.
Okay, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good run, to be honest with you.
It just did pretty good. I mean, if we can come together and get 10
Yeah.
sometime as a whole.
Yeah.
I mean, we could give each other layups and win it.
No,
What
exactly.
fun is that?
Ovechkin, Crosby.
Yeah.
It's like, holy smokes.
It's like, I got no idea.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
All right, we're going to move into quarter 3 here, and we're going to talk about the PGA Tour, and we're going to break down Mr. Will Zalatoris. I'm a big fan of this guy, man. He's been knocking at the door for a year and a half now, man. He's been Mr. Runner-Up. We had Tony Finau vibes from him. He just couldn't finish, whether it was missed putts or just playoff losses, man. And he finally gets it done in the first round of the playoffs this week, and super exciting in a playoff against Sepp Straka. They played the 18th hole twice, both parred it twice, and they ended up moving on to the 11th par 3, and Willie Z almost blows it in the hazard onto a brick wall. Then Sepp Straka just needs to hit the green to win the tournament, blows it in the water. They both go to the drop zone. Sepp Straka blows it in the back bunker, ends up making double. Zalatoris makes a bogey, wins the tournament. Willie Z gets his first dub.
You love it, man. What a bunch of support he got on Instagram, too. Yeah, Steph Curry. Everybody just
Tony.
Love this guy. Yeah, Tony.
Yep.
Tony's a beauty.
I guess he's just a beauty.
Where's Sepp Straka from?
Austria.
Okay.
Yep.
I was looking at the flag the other day.
Yep.
And I was like,
where is
I thought I saw the Latvian flag there.
Yeah,
for some reason.
it's similar.
Yeah,
it's
it
just
is.
a little lighter red.
Yep.
But the fact
Love flags.
that an Austrian is on the PGA Tour is remarkable.
That is. The fact that Austrian play, like, anytime, okay, I mean, that could have come out poorly. I was going to say the fact that Austrians on any tour, but it's like every sport, there's always like one Austrian, and they're always like pretty solid.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I guess minus football.
Yes.
I don't think there's any Austrian football players.
Now, the NFL is a unique one, man, because it's not like that sport's very prevalent outside of North America.
Yeah.
So it's always unique when you have a European or some,
Can't be any Austrian baseball players either. That's definitely not a sport.
Yes,
there.
it's
Like you get the odd hockey players. What is it? Thomas Vanek.
Yes.
Like he was absolute filth.
He was filthy. He had a great career.
Yes, he did. He might be the only one I can think of.
I mean, I'd leave that to your realm, but Nate, it's been an interesting week with the LIV Tour and the PGA Tour, and Tiger Woods ended up flying in. This was an interesting scene. Flew in from Florida to Delaware to talk with the players, some of the top 20, 25 players in the PGA Tour, to talk about what the plan is moving forward to combat the LIV Tour. He flew in with Ricky Fowler. They get off the private jet, got into a Nissan Pathfinder or something. I was like, can we get this guy a better whip?
Yeah, legit.
Anyway, and Tiger was driving, which I was again like, come on, let Ricky drive. Anyway.
Tiger's like, trust me, I got this. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, apparently Ricky's having leg surgery this week. No, anyway. So he flew in and they had a good chat. So Rory, Xander, and JT all got interviewed after the meeting, and they didn't really say much. They said it was a really quality meeting. But the one fact that they all drilled on was there's one voice in the golf world that everyone will listen to. And it's Tiger Woods. He's the most powerful character in golf for good reason. And as long as the PGA Tour has the Tiger Woods, power and authority. I mean, I think that they're going to be in okay shape, and I think that there's going to be some positives drawn from this Live Tour. I think the guys over on the Live Tour will feel the repercussions of leaving, and I think that Tiger leading and spearheading the PGA Tour's efforts moving forward, I think it's really good.
Well, even him just like the talk that he was going to the meeting is just like instant news. Like this guy's gonna walk off that jet with his balls in a wheelbarrow, gets in the Nissan Pathfinder, like walks into the meeting. I can only imagine the jaws are dropping. It's like, yeah, you see the video game? I'm on the cover too. Like,
yeah, no, exactly.
Like, you know who I am?
Yeah, that's been announced too.
Tiger's in the mix.
Yeah, PGA 2K23 will have Tiger back on the cover.
Which, by the way, they just like straight up skipped a year in their game.
Yeah,
they didn't do 2K22 because we were all playing 21.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Maybe the market's not that big. I guess for switch it up.
Yeah, for the golf. Yeah, for sure. Maybe the graphics will change quite substantially. But there is some big news, Nate. Patrick Reed has sued Brandel Chambly, who is one of the biggest voices in the Golf Channel, for defamation of character.
Dude, this guy's done enough for himself for defamation.
I think he should be suing Twitter.
I think he should be suing himself.
Dude, he's such a clown, man. I don't think he wins this case because, I mean, cheating on the golf course, one, is enough to just defame yourself.
Exactly.
And anyway, it's outrageous. It's like, it would be like Barry Bonds suing an analyst for defamation of character after you use steroids. Yeah. It's like, buddy, we're just analyzing what's going on here.
Exactly.
You've cheated.
So he comes out with the like the prior lawsuit as well. And it's like, okay, man, this stuff's going to come out. Like, your character's not going to look good when you're doing these things. You know the stakes. Like, everyone in the PGA is completely against you.
Yeah.
When you go to the Live Tour. Like, it's just stupid.
If you polled 10,000 golf fans and said, who is your most hated player on the PGA or in the golf world, it would be, I would say 75% of the votes would go to either Patrick Reed or Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah, 100%.
You would agree with that?
Yeah, for sure.
They're just such clowns.
Like, who's another guy other than that's like
for hated,
mutually hated, like Nick Mickelson?
Yeah, Mickelson would get some votes.
Mickelson for sure.
Sergio might sprinkle in a few.
Yeah, that's right. He had a tough go, especially when he was doing when all that came out about what was it on the hot mic or whatever.
Yes,
like,
the hot
this tour.
Yes, exactly. And he was smashing his clubs in the bunkers. But it goes back to he was chirping Tiger.
Yeah.
With some potential racial motivated slurs.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got the BMW Championship this week.
The BJ Tour.
Yeah. We've got the BMW Championship this week, Nate, and it is in Delaware, and they're playing a course that they haven't played. It's round 2 of the playoffs. Who do you like this week, bud?
I'm all over Zally.
Yep.
I'm all over Zally to go back to backy. I mean, he got hot. This is a classic story. You see it. We saw it with Rory early in the year. You get one win, you get a little hot, and you string them together. How about Scotty Scheffler? You know anything about that?
I like Scotty this week.
Yeah. I mean, he's never a bad bet.
Like
coming
Rory
off a
this week.
Cut, right?
Yep.
So, I'm also on Sungjae.
Yep.
This has not been a normal year for me. I have not been completely and utterly all up Sungjae's rear end.
Yeah.
However, he had a good week last week.
Yeah, you're feeling good about his game, eh?
Feeling okay.
Yep.
And this would just be a hilarious pull for Sungjae Im.
For sure. I'm also on Rory and Morikawa.
Okay, I like
Morikawa, man, his new prototype. I'm getting that putter if they release it. It looks sick. It's just this blade putter, but it's like, it's not your typical back. It's like almost like a pyramid with flow.
Okay.
So like it's a layered, curved pyramid down, and then it's like a sharp edge at the end of the blade putter. It looks really sharp. If you haven't seen the Morikawa prototype putter, go check it out. But yeah, we're excited for the BMW Championship this week. I'm back in betting. I'm back in DFS. I'm all set in my golf this week, so I'm excited about it. But Nate, that's going to conclude quarter 3 in the PGA Tour. Moving into a little bit of hockey, a little bit of basketball. LeBron James signs a 2-year, $97.7 million contract. Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. So this is... the basketball contracts confuse me, but so does that like a player option? So does the contract he was going to have this year because he still had a year on his deal?
Yeah.
Does that eliminate that, or is this now he's 3 years?
Yeah, I think it might be 3.
I think so too.
Yeah. Or maybe he opted out.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
There's the opt-out thing.
He opted out and signed this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So he's waiting for Bronny James to come to the league to play with him, which is going to be fun. But I wasn't sold that Bronny was going to be an NBA player or like a guaranteed NBA talent until this week when I saw him flying down the court. He's in a senior year of high school, and he absolutely posterizes the wheels off a guy. And I was like, yep. That's looking like there's some potential there.
Yeah.
So Bronny James is now a lot of speculation on where he's going to go to college. Nate, like, what do you think? Like, Duke obviously would be awesome, but I think maybe
He doesn't strike me as a Duke though.
I might be going Ohio State, Cleveland.
Yeah, I could see that, man. It's gonna be sick though. Imagine watching him in March Madness. It's gonna be absolutely unreal.
Yeah.
And that'll be next season.
Yep.
Oh, let's absolutely feed.
Yeah.
So that's upcoming March.
No.
Oh, they're just getting started.
He's just going into his senior year.
Damn it, man.
Yeah. So we got 2 years. Yeah.
Okay, that sucks. Okay, so that I guess that makes sense for the contract.
Exactly.
That LeBron's done.
Yeah. So Bronny get drafted. LeBron will sign where he signs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which would be kind of cool to see.
Oh, it'd be cool. He could be anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be
Toronto. Can you imagine?
Oh my
The
God.
Raptors drafted
They got the
Bronny
Bronnies.
and they got LeBron James and LeBron James Jr.
The thing is, I feel like you're gonna have that undoubtable prospect one that's gonna go, and then Bronny's gonna go like, because what is he?
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like projected. But like, man, if I'm sitting there, say I have the 2 spot and I'm the Raptors, like,
You're taking Bronny.
man, that's what I mean. Like, I'm taking Bronny just because it's like, all right, whatever, man. We're gonna have our biggest financial season of all time. We're gonna have Bronny and Bronny Jr.
Yeah.
Heard of them. And we're gonna have them for maybe 1 season, but that doesn't matter.
It would be so
We're
sick
going for the ship.
to have both James, son,
And Scotty B.
and Scotty B. Now, we'll see what happens there. Nate, the 76ers and Ben Simmons have settled a grievance pay during the whole fiasco that went on last season. I'm not sure, what the settlement was, but we're going to move out of basketball and talk a little bit about the Leafs, because the Leafs right now are very far away in contract talks with Rasmus Sandin. They signed Liljegren, I think it was to 1.75. They're looking to give him the same amount of money, and Sandin says, I'm better than he is. So he's not. He's looking for more money. Do you think they end up shipping Sandin out?
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of thinking of like what a return package would be, and I literally don't know anymore what a package would be for him.
Yeah,
you know, is it
nothing
like,
much.
Yeah,
Prospects probably.
2nd round pick. Is it another prospect? Like I have no clue anymore what's going on.
Yeah,
you know, so I don't know.
He's a good young defenseman.
Oh yeah, he's very solid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's another left-handed defenseman on the Leafs in a medley of left-handed defensemen.
Yep.
But yeah, he'd definitely be a guy you don't want to lose. But at the same time, they can't afford to pay him like $3 million.
No.
So their hands are kind of tied on it. But
For sure.
It would be a tough guy to lose. And Liljegren, man, this guy was supposed to be like a stud.
Yeah.
He's just like still just like coasting.
No, for sure.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know if he's going to go. I mean, you'd assume he's going somewhere. Maybe someone throws him the offer sheet.
Definitely.
You know, give him $3 million. They probably aren't going to match it. I would not think.
No. We'll see what happens. Nate, some interesting news just out of Calgary. Jonathan Huberdeau is going to donate his brain to CTE research. I really appreciate this. I really like that move by Jonathan Huberdeau, and I hope that some athletes contemplate this because it's helpful for the generations to come and the changes that are going to be needed to be made to whether it's the helmets or whether it's just how the games are played. Yeah. So kudos to Jonathan Huberdeau. And just finally, Nate, the World Juniors, the U.S. was upset by Czechia. Unbelievable loss in the quarterfinals.
Man, I mean, this is the same Czech Republic team that literally lost to Latvia.
Yes.
So I have no idea what's going on. And I mean, Switzerland kind of gave Canada a little bit of a spook.
100%.
So I mean, we might be looking at some absolute Armageddon semifinals. So is it going to be? Does it go Czech Republic, Canada, or is
yes, Finland, Sweden?
Finland, Sweden. Oh, okay, the Finland, Sweden is an absolute heat bomb.
Yeah, we'll be watching that for sure. Sweden had a scare against Latvia. Actually, Latvia tied it up 1-1 late in the second. Yes, they were going bananas.
Just snuck it out.
Yeah, 2-1. So
man, what a run that would have been. Latvia get to the semis, dude. I would have loved it.
Yeah,
probably gonna be Finland, Canada. I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
For the final.
Yeah, I don't mind it. All right, Nate. Fire Wagon Dog Water of the Week to conclude the episode. My dog water of the week is the Jays management. Look at the money they've been spending. They've spent it on Ryu, Don, Kikuchi, Sox, George Springer, Band-Aid. I mean, the money that they've been dishing out, and plus 2 in this offseason, you're going to have to, spend some, or at least be in talks with Vladdy Jr. and Bo Bichette. I mean, it's been a really tough look for Jays management, and they are my dog water of the week.
Yeah, I'm going with Patrick Reed.
Oh my!
This guy coming out with this, as we just spoke of,
Yep.
this stupid lawsuit. This
Yep.
guy's an absolute dustbag, man.
Yep.
Like, he's just such a nerd. You look right at him and you're like, oh my God, man.
Yep.
Like, look at this guy.
He's a clown.
So he's undoubtedly my dog water of the week.
And finally, my fire wagon is a guy who finally got it done on the PGA Tour. His first win of many. He's going to be a major winner. I almost guarantee it. It's Will Zalatoris. Let's fucking go, Will.
That's absolutely my fire wagon of the week, as I stated earlier, is Daddy's Irons.
Okay.
Absolutely humming. They call me Willie Z out there. And, I get a lot of stuff online, as I've talked about before, about my golf game absolutely sucking. There's a guy in our chalkboard app telling me I will take tips from anybody but Nate. And by God, I'm telling you right now, I challenge you.
To a 1v1.
You are. Let's do a 1v1.
All right, folks, that's going to end the episode. We're actually going to have a unique episode set up on Sunday, so make sure you check out the YouTube on Sunday for what that's going to look like. But ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and make sure you follow us on all of our socials, you
What?
wagons.
Continue to feed.